be a first-year teacher, giving it your all, and you find out quickly how exhausting teaching is, and you are like, oh. Or you might be you might have had a couple years under your belt, or you might have been a teacher for a while, and ever since the pandemic, you've really felt like, maybe I should just slow down, or is this the right profession for me? Or you might be thinking that you might be stuck because this is what you went to school for and this is what you want to do. So you might be fading away from what you've actually always thought that you wanted to do. Hi, I'm Alexa and welcome to my YouTube channel. I coach teachers and paraprofessionals on how to eliminate stress, beat burnout, and increase their well-being. Okay, so today's topic is actually inspired by the trending topic that you guys might have seen this summer called how to be that girl, or the it girl, whatever. And I decided I wanted to make a spin on things and do a how to be that teacher. And so a little disclaimer, this is not going to be something that is on how to be perfect. There's no one that's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one is. And it's more about just showing you some healthy ways that you can implement into your life, so that way you can do a healthy lifestyle for yourself during the school year and even in the summers or when you have breaks. I won't ever tell you that you have to work harder and not smarter, so that's one thing to keep in mind. There is a health triangle that I absolutely love to teach to students, and it is very applicable. So here is your triangle. There are 3 points: physical health, mental health, and social health. Each part is connected. The physical health deals with the condition of your body, so exercise, nutrition, drugs, alcohol. Mental health focuses on your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Also, stress and anxiety are all encompassed under mental health. Then we have social health. Social health encompasses our relationships with others, whether that is family, friends, peers, co-workers, and students. One thing you want to keep in mind is that triangles are never actually perfect. This means that the triangle is a symbol of us because we are not perfect. So one point of the triangle may be off at some time. Here is an example. Sally is an 8th grade social studies teacher who really enjoys teaching. She thrives through being social, seeing her friends on the weekends. She also works out and eats well during the week. On Tuesdays, Sally comes to school in a sour mood. Her team really noticed that she was not typically her usual bubbly self. She was snapping at some kids during class. She didn't say anything during lunch. When they asked her what was wrong, she told them that she didn't get the proper sleep like she usually does. Now, sleep is part of physical health, which then affects your mental health, which then starts to affect your social health. Now that you understand what the health triangle is and how you can implement that into your life, let's finally get into how to be that teacher. They identify themselves as a human first and teacher second. So basically, these teachers understand that they make mistakes and that they're human and they can learn from their mistakes. So easy as that. Also, this goes with the second one too, kind of, but another one is that they know that they have to give a lot to their students. And so what they do is they take the time for themselves so that way they can be present and be there for the students that they need to be there for. Another one is that they take time to themselves. So self-care. So this is why I said the first one was kind of like the second one. So self-care is extremely important. And a lot of us teachers, paraprofessionals, see it as like a really bad thing. And it's not about the bubble baths that the administrators are telling us to do these days. It's about taking care of your mental health, your social health, and your physical health. So taking that time to work out, eating well during the day. You can journal in a notebook. You can call your best friend, watch a movie when you have time to do that. That's what is really important, not just the bubble baths. Now, that can be something that you allow yourself to do, and that might work for you, but just know that when you are doing that type of self-care, that's more temporary, where the ones that I was saying, like eating well, exercising, making sure that your mental health is right, seeing your friends, that all is going to help you from now until you're like 91 years old. So that's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so this one goes with the second one, kind of sort of as well. So they find the time to work out and eat well during the day. So finding the time to work out can be very difficult. And if you are interested in this topic, comment down below, say, I need to find the time to work out. So we're all busy, right? Teachers, paras, we are busy people during the school year. We not only have a class to take care of, we have papers to grade, we have other papers that need to be done, we have emails, we have to call parents, we have meetings, some of us have IEP meetings, but then on top of that, we are parents, we are other family members, we need to take care of family members, we need to cook for our family, we need to clean. Like, there's so much more to life than just teaching. So when do you find that time to work out? It can be really difficult. So what I will say is you do have that time to work out, and you just need to implement that time. So basically what I'm saying is some people find the time to work out. They can wake up early and work out and then shower, eat, go. That's good for them. Some people might find the time easier after school. And if you're really still struggling with this, one thing that you can do is journal your entire day, from the time you wake up to the time that you go to the bathroom, and when you are watching your TV show, and when you're making your bed, and you're like all these different things throughout the day. And then you go through and you're just like, oh, I had downtime from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So in between there is Gracie. She's gonna want to be in the video. But anyways, in between there is when you would have the time to work out. So you have the time to work out, you just have to find it. And the other one is eating well. Eating well is something that we all know. It's just one of those where sometimes we just, it's not that we don't care, it's just we do what's easiest. We might have family who, we might have kids who have to get to from sport to sport, school to sport, whatever it is. So you stop at McDonald's, or you stop at, I don't know, another place, instead of just like eating well. And that's what makes it hard. I think just like time wise, it makes it very difficult. So try meal planning. That one really works out. If you, again, if you want a video on that, I can put that or type that down below and say, hey, meal planning or time to eat is something that is really difficult for me. So put that down in the comments and let me know. Next one is they have healthy boundaries. So I've made a video on this and I will link it right here. So basically, think of yourself with a hula hoop around you, right? And all of your coworkers who have a hula hoop around them as well. So you are not to touch that hula hoop. You have to like walk around being very careful about who you're touching and who's going to be touching your hula hoop, okay? So basically in your hula hoop is what you want to protect. You want to protect your energy and your time. So this might be something that you leave at your contracted hour. You can only email people during certain times when you tell them the times that you are available. Closing your door when you need to be working. Things like that is so important. One, you're a human first and a teacher second. So your life is extremely important and your time is very valuable. And you want to be giving your students, which is the purpose of your job, you want to be giving them your best. So making those healthy boundaries is really, really important. They are present. Teachers are being present. So this can be with yourself, with your students, and with your family, friends, coworkers, whatever. So one thing that I will say is if you are trying to be present with yourself, I'm actually talking about putting that cell phone away. This is the hardest one for me. And I'm trying. I'm doing probably 2 to 3 minutes a day, and I'm like trying to increase as time goes on. But spending some time in nature, walking around my neighborhood without my phone, just relaxing, doing some meditation at the end of the day or during the day even helps me. It's really, really important. Other things too, like you might be wanting to spend some time with your kids. You might be exhausted throughout the day from the day, but being with your kids, playing with your kids is so important. They need that. You need that. So take the time to be present with them. And of course, you need to be present with your students. So again, I think that comes with eating well, exercising, and then practicing those healthy boundaries so that you can actually be present for them. And that just means giving it your all for them. And again, you can't give it your all if you're not taking care of yourself. And the last one is they live more than they work. So this one is kind of like, again, the first one that I said, human first, teacher second. So basically what I mean by this is that teachers identify themselves as who they actually are. So who they actually are without thinking that they are just a teacher or just a paraprofessional. We get caught up in our job that we think that teaching is a lifestyle and it's just your job. Okay, it is just your job, and you are able to be who you are, right? You are a wife, or you are a husband, you are a mom, you are a dad, you're an aunt, you're a best friend. You are you, and you need to express that, right? You are a teacher too, but you're not only just that. So good teachers, good paraprofessionals know that that's not all that they are, and that they can give more when they realize that when they take care of the person who means the most to them, which should be them, they will give their best when they are able to live more and do more than just working all the time. Okay, so this was a really long video, and sorry for that, but I think that this is a very important topic, especially since the school year is starting. Some people have started, some people have a couple weeks still. I know I start on the 22nd, so go back soon for like teacher time. So give this video a thumbs up if this has helped you. Definitely share this with your teacher friends, your para friends. You are a difference maker. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.